Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
around midfield now. Here's Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Jackson now. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Jackson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. That is Tomlinson, who is down. Boy, not what they want to see. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On third down, Wilkinson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give right side. Wilcox. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Gregory Rousseau drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Harris. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Rosas' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escapes, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They're going to look to throw. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And at halftime, they trailed the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
This is Harris on the draw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Hill.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 2nd down, Wilkinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And caught by Henry. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Simmons. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here, you're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a one-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Push him back. Push him back. 15's the mic. 15's the mic.
Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll run on 1st down. Simmons. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sail.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Davidson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Simmons. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Patriots, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.